Good Guys Automotive, February 22nd, 2018. Reporting to you live from the bunker in beautiful Lake Moore, Illinois. This is our, turns out on our 59 Cadillac LS swap project, it's an X-frame, so there's two cross members in the front. And we had already went ahead and made the custom cross member for the LS motor and transmission that would allow the 4L65E transmission to mount correctly. That's the rear cross member that goes under the tail shaft. And I thought that the stock front cross member would clear, but it didn't. So we had to make a nice big beefy front cross member. And the question is, was the new front cross member, it's kind of sitting turned up on its side right now because I'm painting it. But you can see here it's notched. See, these are actually the ends of the original cross member. The original cross member was this piece, and it just went all the way across up here, and it bolted in between the two sides of the frame. The problem was the bell housing is bigger on the 4L65E than it was on the Hydromatic that was in there stock, and the bell housing is bigger and the transpan is a little bit deeper. There is a shallow transpan, but the transpan really wasn't the issue. The transpan we only had to notch this just a little bit here and a little bit here. You can see for the transpan clearance, the main thing was the bell housing. And so what we had to do was go ahead and notch. We took the original cross member, welded it to a flat piece of steel plate. We cut the middle of it out, and then we added a half pipe across the bottom and welded that in. For lateral support, for torsional support, for rigidity. And the question was, now everything was very carefully measured, but the question was, we didn't want that to allow the vehicle to sit up any higher when it was aired out, meaning when it's got the air ride suspension, custom air ride. And when it's aired out and it's sitting all the way on the ground, we didn't want our cross member to cause it to be any higher than it was previously. Our customer's a lowrider guru, lowrider guy, and he wanted every little bit counts, and he wanted to make sure that it was going to sit as low as possible. So we were able to go ahead and the way we measured everything, it looked like it was going to work. And down here, where the cross member bolts in, it turns out everything is just the right size. And so it will not affect the lowered height of the vehicle, but it will bolt in place. It'll provide that rigidity, that support, and it'll also protect the transmission pan in the event that you are to roll over something like a speed bump or anything like that you might encounter with a lowered vehicle. The cross member will just absorb any of that, and you won't damage the transmission pan or the engine or the oil pan. So this thing is low. Certainly the lowest 1959 Cadillac I've ever seen, possibly one of the lowest in existence. So that puppy's sitting on the ground. So now that we got our front cross member fabricated, we got to put everything back together. Good Guys Automotive Performance, 224-633-0012 or www.goodguysautomotiveperformance.com. And we'll see you at your next service.